Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with atbbq.com, and today I'll be cooking up some pork belly fritters. Now before we jump into this recipe, I want to walk you through the process of what we're going to do today. I'm going to take about a 2.5 pound slab of pork belly. We'll slice it into strips and throw it on the smoker. We'll get it on that Yoder Smoker's YS640 at 225 for about 5 to 6 hours until we get some really nice color. And we'll have plenty of bark and flavor on the outside. From there, we're gonna slice that pork down into little pieces, dip it into some of our Belly Corn Fritter Batter, and fry it up in the skillet. All right, so here's our pork belly. We're just gonna slice this into strips, like I said. Try and keep them nice and even so they cook evenly. And from here, we're just gonna get these seasoned. So first we're gonna get down a little binder. We've got our mustard sauce, the House of Q's Slow Smoke Gold. And we're just gonna coat all surfaces with the mustard sauce. You know, this will offer a little something in the way of flavor, but mostly it's there to get the rub to stick. If you're wondering why we're doing this in strips rather than just cooking it whole, there's a couple of reasons. One, it goes faster. We'll actually get this cooked done a little bit quicker because the pieces are smaller and it doesn't take quite as long to break down. The other would be that it offers us the opportunity to really get flavor all over this meat. So instead of having one big surface of rub, we've got rub on all of these cut sides, which means we've got more flavor, we've got more smoke, and we've got more bark. All right, we're gonna be seasoning these with the Killer Hogs hot barbecue rub. Got all the great flavor of the original, but a little extra kick to it. Let's kind of sop up the last of this rub here on the last one. All right. So these are going to be pretty immediately ready to go onto the smoker. Don't need much time to set up. So we've got the indirect heat smoking setup going on the Yoder Smoker's YS640 today, running some cherry pellets with a little bit of pecan mixed in as well. If I was doing this on any other grill, I'd use a similar setup, whether it's a pellet grill or an offset. I like the pecan and cherry wood for offset especially. 225 is great. Cooking on a Kamado Joe or another ceramic grill, same thing. Indirect, get your plates in there, keep the temperature low, and a little bit of smoke rolling. All right, so we're gonna get up here on the second shelf with these. You can see there's already some really nice smoke rolling through the chamber. If I got a little bit thicker piece, I might set it right up here by the chimney where this air is moving a little bit faster. But for now, that's all there is to it. We'll be checking in periodically to show you guys how the color progresses throughout the cook. Well, we've just passed the 3-hour mark, so I want to give you guys a look and see how the color's progressing on this cook. See, we've got a really beautiful red color going on right now. We want this to darken up a bit more though, so we're gonna let this continue to cook. And then you'll notice down here, that's that guy that looked a lot bigger than the other ones at the start. And putting it right next to the chimneys really helped to speed up the cooking process. So we'll just kind of switch these around to make sure they're cooking nice and even. So here we are, 6 hours into the cook. These are getting super tender. The color's perfect. We're just looking to probe these now and see just very little resistance, which is what we're going for. Obviously, they're still holding together. They don't just come right apart. But super tender, and if we're looking at a temperature up past 210 degrees now. So these are ready to come off. We're gonna give the pork belly just a little bit of time to rest and cool off a little bit. In the meantime, I'm gonna put together our fritter batter, which might look familiar to you if you guys have watched our corn dog video with the smoked sausages and the hot links. This is that same batter from the beer battered corn dogs. We're gonna start the batter off with our wet ingredients. Here we have 1 cup of buttermilk, got 1 cup of creamed corn that I've pureed, And I'm also gonna add 1 cup of beer. Now for the dry ingredients, we've got 1 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 1/3 cup of cornmeal. We've got 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 2 tablespoons of that same barbecue rub that we used on the pork, the Killer Hogs hot barbecue rub. So I'm just gonna give this a whisk. We're looking for just the right consistency to coat the outside of our cubed pork belly. I think this could use just a touch more liquid. Yeah, that looks just right. I'm gonna go grab that pork belly so we can get it cubed up, battered, and into the frying oil. All right, our belly's had just a little bit of time to rest and cool down. Probably about 15 minutes now. So I'm just gonna cube these up, bite-sized pieces. And take a look at that, just how juicy and tender that is. Now we've got our station set up. I've got a Dutch oven here that's full, not even halfway with oil, just 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So we're gonna do a shallow fry on these. Our pork nuggets here are gonna get dipped in the batter and go right into the hot oil. And we're gonna load this thing up. Not overcrowd it, but get, I don't know, probably 8, 10, 12 pieces in here. You wanna see a good sizzle around the outside there. This oil's sitting at about 375 right now. It'll drop just a little bit as we fry, but we'll keep it in that 350 to 375 range. Now I wouldn't go any darker than that. That golden brown is what we're looking for. So about a 2-minute fry time to get that nice golden brown color. Got some Firebug mild barbecue sauce for the side. Let's have a dip. So crunchy on the outside, so tender on the inside. Love that smoky pork belly. That's always a hit. It's better than the State Fair for sure. I think with the sweetness of that Firebug, it really makes it the new king of the party food, pork belly corn fritters. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out atbbq.com for all of the products featured in today's video, from the Yoder smokers to the Lodge cast iron. It's all online and available for you guys to purchase. If you enjoyed the recipe, please hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below. And hey, let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to thesauce.atbbq.com. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.